Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that wonderful little town of Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel everybody. So this is my August 2025 Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 12 everybody. And I really hope that you like what I have come up with today. I always hope that you like it, but it's okay if you don't. I'm going to show you how to make your own purse. Now the one, my sample, you can go ahead and tell me it's ugly because it is goodness. It is so awful. It is stinky, stinky, winky, ugly, but we're going to make a cuter one. I have faith in the second one, and I am covered with ink from trying to make one, but we're going to make this one work. So this kit is called Farmhouse Florals. It is August 2025's kit, and you can make 9 cards, 3, 3, 3, and the envelopes are all the same. On the back here is the QR code that would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed, a visual of everything that comes in the kit. Down here it lists those coordinating colors. Now videos 1 through 5, as always, I share with you and show you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of move along down here. This leads you to this set of 9 dies. They are called the Circle of Season dies. They coordinate with July, August, and September's Paper Pumpkin kit. And heads up, September's does coordinate with a suite of products, but I just picked out what I liked out of the suite and I purchased that. So this is the stamp set. There's a double stamp set. We have For You, Thank You, the background, the floral, XOXO, just a note, you are loved to say, forever your friend, good friends are hard to find, I'm so glad we found each other, hello, and I do love the hello. The teapot that should have had a die, it just should have. I think I would be using it constantly if it had a die. It doesn't have a die, therefore I just haven't, I don't know, it just, I love it, I think it's cute, but it doesn't have a die and it just doesn't do anything for me right now. For a great friend, always here for you, this little background stamp, the florals, the 2 flowers, the leaf, you're simply the best. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to share with you what you could use if you don't have the stamp set I am using. So you could use the March 2023's kit, 10 Years of Growth, or is that not it? That is the same one on the other side. I don't know why I put it on here. This was a double stamp set as well. You could use this leaf here. It's quite large. Let's see. Do you see how big that is? You could use this leaf if you don't have what I am using, because I am using the Natural Botanicals stamp set. You're going to see my flowers are here, and we're going to use this one. Now, you could do something else for this flower of what I'm using, but I'm just saying if you just wanted to do some leaves like this, you could do this one. You could also use these lilies here, right? And just fussy cut around them and color them in. That would also work. And the other one, there isn't really anything else, but this one I do intend on, I kind of want to use this in a card in this kit. Just give me time, right? Just give me some time. That's why it is out. I almost used it for this one, but I had a change of heart. So I'm going to stick that back there. So you already saw the Natural Botanicals and the 2 stamps. So I'm using the flower and the leaf, and you're going to see how I did these. I did 3 of them. And then you ready for the ugly purse? This is the one from the kit. This is my ugly one. This did not work out, but we're going to make a cute one. So I have a piece to show you how I did the flowers. We have a card base and envelope. The card base is a note card. Yes, I need to do a note card right now. I don't need to. I just want to. Why? Because I can, right? Of course. So this is 4 7/8 by 7, scored at 3 1/4. And then we have 2 pieces because we need one for the inside. These are 3 1/4 by 4 5/8. One for the inside, one for the outside. we're going to do some stamping on this, and we're going to do a little bit of masking. Let me show you what I'm going to use. So I used this piece, punched out all my bits. We're going to be using this piece to make our handle and this piece to stamp, draw, and fussy cut out our little purse. And I just put a piece of tape here, some scratch paper to cover that up. And then this, you really don't need that, but I just covered it up. So I took some craft light cardstock. This has a bit of texture on it. It's just a piece of a 12 by 12 that I had laying around, and I inked up. You can see all the ink colors I've tried. Early Espresso was way too dark because I did want to try to get, where's the little purse? I did want to get something close to this. I thought this would work, but this is just the wrong color. We might use it as a bump up piece. Guys, this is no lie. I spent an hour and a half trying to find the right color, and I have other ones that are in the garbage because I've inked me up really, really well. But I don't have a sample of the one we're going to make, but I'm pretty sure this is going to work out. So I have some cardstock. I stamped with my sanded background. I wanted something that resembled kind of like burlap, something natural. Like if you have some DSP, you could just use DSP that was similar. So my idea here is we need this now. So I'm going to lay this here. Now I'm going to use pecan pie. I use pecan pie ink. So now I'm going to trace with the pointy tip of my marker. If you don't have one of these, you could use a black felt, a black marker. You could use a brown marker of your child or grandchild. I am going to trace around this. Now that I kind of look at it, I'm thinking, you know, maybe it needs a little soft suede, and I think I do have my soft suede marker. Oh, it shifted a little. See the outline of my purse, but I don't like that color. Sorry, I don't. Let me see if I have, I don't know if I have soft suede. I might. Oh, I think that's it. Let's do a test. Soft suede. I know I have crumb tape. Let's see what color this is. This is Sahara Sand. That might be good for some shading. I might need to do Early Espresso on this, and I just put the Early Espresso pen away, the marker. Hold on. Thank you, Lori, because these bigger tips on these. Let's see what this one looks like. I think I just do need to do the outline in this darker color. Okay, we're going to go around it again because that just doesn't look good. So we're going to go ahead and outline it one more time in the Early Espresso. I can't help myself. I just want to. I want there to be some distinction. In this purse. Yes, I'm going around it another time. There, now we have a distinct image of that. So now we need to do our handles, and my handles weren't really lined up well. So we're going to clip this. We're going to start with, I don't know what we're going to start with, to tell you the truth. We're going to start with pecan pie. I don't think we're going to end up with it, but we're going to fill this in. Maybe we'll have to go around it. We're just coloring it in, that's all. I mean, you could use blends if you wanted, but I'm trying to do it simple. We're going to lift it up. Okay, we're going to have to outline it now. Definitely needs outlined. We're going to go back to the early espresso. All right, so now we have a purse, but now we need a little bit of shading and stuff, right, on this. And I'm thinking we start with some Sahara sand. You could use crumb cake. I'm going to start with what I have here. I am going to go around the bag. I mean, our sample, where's mine? Do you see all that shading and stuff on it? I am not going to get all into that, but I am going to give it some distinction. So it comes in here deeper. Let's see, and it comes up a bit like that. I'm going to add a little pecan pie in here as well, going around the edges. This time I'm staying closer to the edge, kind of. Oh, I really am liking that. Now the choice is, do I want to add a little of my soft suede in here? I think I am going to go around the bag in case where I cut. I think I'm going to come around the handle. Yes. I know, when they're getting rid of these markers, what a shame. Not worried about going way outside of the lines because that's where I'm going to be fussy cutting around my bag. But it's not going to have a white thing. So there is my bag. And I think I'm going to do a little brushing with some cinnamon cider, my little cube of cinnamon cider, here in a second. And I think that's going to add just extra little bit here onto my bag. Let me just cut that off. Then we'll finish. A black Pigma pen would work to outline the purse as well. Alright, so we want to do a little shading here on our purse. We're going to give it a little bit of streak more color in it. This is not a very juicy pad, that's why I can do this. Otherwise, I'd be using a sponge dauber. So, if you have a juicy new pad, do not go doing this. And I think we're going to take some early espresso and go around the outside. Love these little cloth cubes, because they're cloth, they're not the foam. Do not do this with the foam pad. Or I say, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Okay, so there we have our purse. It's not identical, right? But it's going to get the job done. It's going to get the job done. So we are going to use this one. I'm liking it. I'm happy with it. Yes, it's a lot better than this one. Oh, mama, that's really bad. In fact, we will probably use that one as a bump up piece. But now we need to grunge this up, right? We need to grunge this up a little, fix it up some. I'm sticking to the seat. I think we will start this off with some pecan pie. So back to our sanded old retired block. Any background block I think would work. Something with a small print. Now, I don't want it too strong, so we're going to do a test. And then I'm going to test it on one side, and if I like it, we'll keep it, and if I don't like it, we'll flip it over and do the other side. That is so dark. Oh, geez. That is so dark. I mean, the flowers would definitely work, but I have nowhere for my leaves. Unless that's going to work though. Okay, we're going to flip it over. I just rubbed it too hard. We're going to do it one more time. That is really pretty, but we're going to do it again. We're going to take off quite a bit of ink this time because that is just too much. So really rub that ink off. I'll use one side or the other. One or the two is going to work. Take that off. Now lay this down. Give it a gentleness. Don't rub it so hard. My goodness. The rub down needs to be gentle. Much better. Much better. Because I still have to stamp the leaves. See, we just want a nice, gentle background. That's going to work perfectly. All right. Put that aside. Let me close up the pecan pie. Pecan, tomato, all that good stuff. So now we're going to use this leafy one. And this is this is how I did the flowers. And I'll show you the flowers in a minute. But we need the Stampin' Pierce mat. We want a good image. Here's my paper. I think we will need this a little bit. We need a mask. Oh, we can use this because here's our purse down here, right? We want an idea. See, we're going to put our big leaf here. So we're going to start with the solid. Well, no, we're going to start with the detailed image. These ones you could flip, and I'll show you that here in a second. Cloth pad. Twist, twist. Right? Or rub-a-dub-dub if it's a cloth pad. Tap, tap, tap if it's foam. Old cloth pad. I am going to stamp this. I just want one leaf. So there's my big leaf, right? Now I'm going to take this off gently. Don't over pull them. They will tear. Put it down and I'm going to pick it up again. And yes, there's ink on the glass mat. It's okay. Now, oops, we picked up the flower. I put it on the wrong way. I picked it up the same way I laid it down. Let's pick that up. Did I do it? I did it again. This side. We want the flat side and I keep doing it the wrong way. it doesn't want to go that way. Let's do it this way. It's because it's sticky from the ink. Now, I don't want this full strength. This is where having a cloth pad can be dangerously a pill. That is just not inking up. All right, we have to stamp this off really well. Look at how solid that is. That's gorgeous leaf. That's not what I want. Now, we are going to stamp it here. Right? And I'm going to turn it and stamp it again. There we go. Now we have a little background here for all of our wonderful flowers to be against, right? Now, if that bothers you, take a little blending brush and fill in. If you want color in the leaves that did not get any color where the leaf is, just either blend them out or fill them in. I mean, it's that simple. But it doesn't really bother me at all. But we did it just to show you, you can do that. So now with these, I don't need another one, but I'm going to demonstrate this anyways. I have some scrap paper. This is that really heavy duty paper. So we are going to start with the detailed side. And I inked up the stem first. Then I used crushed curry. Now I used a sponge dauber full strength all over the flower because I wanted a real strong image. And I don't want that. I want cinnamon cider here for the tip of my flower. Then I stamped it, right? Now, how I filled it in is I took it off, flipped it over. You should probably clean it, but I just flipped it over. And then I used Daffodil Delight on the flower part. And this will ink up the stem, so I just took my finger, took that off, took it off at the top as well, and re-stamped over my image. And there I have my flower. And I fussy cut it out. I took my little blender pen and I blended in my flower. Now I am gonna touch up my flower with a little bit of early espresso. Maybe I should use pecan pie because that does not look very good. So I think we will use the pecan pie and just use the end of the marker because I think it would look better. So my flowers are done. Check. And now we can, I just fussy cut them out. Can put that in the case with the other one. Now we can get this party started, except we need to stamp on our sentiments. We need to stamp on this as well, because we're not done. Sorry. We are going to be stamping. Do I want to do cinnamon cider early espresso? I think we're going to go ahead and do it in the early. Oh, I could mess it. We're going to go in the pecan pie. I just don't want it to be too dark. We are going to stamp two things. We're going to stamp thank you. You made my day in a second. So thank you is going to go up here. Thank you is from the kit, right? So thank you is going to go right up here. Do not overpress. It will distort the words. Thank you. That was a good choice because I want it subtle. And then you made my day is from the Cornfliwer Celebrations stamp set. Beautiful. And then for the inside, we're going to cut that in a second. We are going, oh, what were we doing? Thank you, you made my day. Thank you, you made my day. Was I leaving it blank? I didn't think so. Where is the... Nope, that's not the one. Good friends, we're going to use that one on the inside. All right, so we have now what our, let's go ahead and use this flower. Why not? It's got ink on it. We're going to go ahead and see about just adding this here, flipping it over, right? I just huffed on it is all. Cute, 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 cute. Just that little bit for the inside and the envelope. Ooh, I know what we need. We need more stamping. Of course we do. We need a little bit of a background. What color? Yellow. Oh, definitely yellow. But do we want crushed curry? I think we'll go with Daffodil Delight. I almost grabbed crushed curry. I think we're going to add a little bit of Daffodil Delight in here. I'm going to go ahead and put right there on the flower as well. All right, we're going to leave that open just in case we need more. Just a note. Thank you, friends forever. I think I have that on a block. That's sending love, and I still have to, let's see. Forever your friend, pecan pie. We should switch it to the other side. Doubling up on blocks. You would think, I cannot believe I have, well, there's a lot of sentiments. I'm like, cannot believe I have all these blocks and I'm like, have them all filled up with things. All right, the only thing is I really don't think Daffodil Delight's going to show a whole lot on this. But we're going to go for it. It mutes it. It's not like very bright, but that's all right. We have a little something on our envelope. Now we are ready. Now. Finally, right? So inside, outside, our purse, our 3 flowers, you made my day, which is going to go on the purse, and it needs a little help from some friends of some inking in a second. Maybe a little bit of this. Just run it across. Yes. All right. So you made my day. We're going to cut that off there. Trim up the U. This was just some scrap piece laying on the table cut from the kit. Or just from, let me look at the paper. No, it's just scrap white. It feels like an envelope piece, though, is what it feels like. Go around the edge. Check, 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 right? Everything done. I need the card base. Oh my goodness. All right, glue bottle in hand. And we need to go around this. We did that little piece. Let's go around here with the cinnamon cider. I thought about using copper clay. It just didn't. I love the cinnamon cider. I just cannot help myself. When it all runs out, I will be so sad when I run out. I think I just opened my last package of cinnamon cider cardstock. So I still have cardstock. But when it runs out, it will run out. And I'll have to move on to something else. In the meantime, I am going to use it. A lot of stamping on this little card. A lot of inking upon me as well. Our little purse here with its horrible, but hey, you can't get to what you like until you pass through the horribleness of something else, right? You never know. So we're going to glue those two together. It's still being used. There's our little purse. Now we get to come in and we're going to have one in the center. And then we're going to tuck the rest in about. So one's going to be taller, one medium, tall, medium, and small. I think there. Like so. Isn't that going to be sweet? So. A lot of work for a little tiny card, but I didn't want it to get lost on a bigger card. I'm going to move that over a little bit. And this one. And our little purse. And we have a fly in camera. I would say it's the same fly that likes to be on it, but I know flies don't live that long. It's just one that wants to be in the spotlight today. Maybe it's a cousin, a brother. Well, it has to be a cousin. The brother, they're all dead now. So you made my day is coming over like that. So I need a little scrap piece right here to fit in there. And I am just going to use this to do that. I don't want any, it's thick enough with all the heavy duty cardstock I used. Absolutely adorable, except where I think I just smeared the ink. Well, that happens, but it is adorable. And yes, we are going to stickily glitter glue this one. Add the inside to it. And I need to go scrub my hand. The ink is going to stay there for days, because I am not soaking them in bleach or scrubbing them with Ajax. No, but I am going to go clean them. All right, and here's our wee little envelope. Right now, I think I want to put 2 little dots. I do. I just do. So let's grab this. That's what it needed. The purse. Much, much better. All right. So we're going to add some stickles to our flower. Why am I following the lines? Because I can, and that's what came to mind, so I'm going to stick with it here. And then, of course, the center. Nothing on the bag, just the flowers. So I hope you guys like what I came up with. And thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.